I love it,
Yes,
bro.
yes.
Oh my God. Greetings, family. Greetings and welcome back. We are here with the recap of the Kambo session at the Omziel Healing Sanctuary.
Yes,
Yay!
yes, yes,
It took place
yes.
on Saturday. We had some amazing, brave souls come through, and we just wanted to give you a recap, let you know how things went down, and it'll give us an opportunity also for me and Brother Wilson to integrate some of this information as well.
Yes.
So, brother, for me, we had some amazing, strong people come through. Wow, the synchronicities, right? The energies. It was just great, bro. Just amazing. I love the space and the high vibe and yeah, it was just an amazing time. I felt super energetic afterwards as well, man. So, how about you? How was it?
Yeah, it was great. I had an amazing time. I'm so grateful to be of service. I'm grateful to you to be the host. Your space is tremendous. It's beautiful. The guests, they were great. They were definitely in alignment. It was beautiful. Everything, the way we set it up, from when we picked the dates originally, picking the 17th specifically for the 8, was a 181. And it was beautiful how the woman, pardon, she, was seeing eights leading up. Those were her confirmations. And, to see that synchronicity, is why I chose that. And when we discussed this, when we planned this last month, I'm big on synchronicities, and those confirmations are everything. We get signs, and the more we follow them, the more we're following our heart.
Yeah, I agree also. I noticed that most people, and I have in the past as well, have said, oh, that's a coincidence, and when you start learning about some of these things, right, but the little bit that we can understand about what's going on in this universe and in this place, we could walk through life saying that everything is a coincidence, or you could pay attention and see that this place is really working with you, and it works in signs. We live in a whole environment that everything is just signs. Even the
Yes,
words that we read on the paper, those are just symbols. It's just symbols, and symbols of colors, symbols of feelings, symbols of water, symbols of air, So yeah, it was great.
yes,
It was great.
yes,
She tapped
yes,
in, the woman.
yes. She
So
did.
let's get right into it, right? Combo is not psychoactive substance. It's not naturally going to give you any visions, although there has been some reports that some people have received things, they've seen certain stuff and deep knowings, um and then there's also the misconception of like, can I do it? Is it possible? And it is super possible, man. It's it can be a challenging thing because it is. Sometimes we need heart medicine. But how about in your experience? What do you think about that, brother?
So, combo is a deep, energetic, physical, mental, spiritual reset. It's like a rebirth. And anytime you're shedding layers, or you're dying or killing your old self per se, is going to be challenging. There's going to be fear there. And fear is a beautiful thing. It's our compass to know that what's on the other side of that is that much greater. We have the opportunity to view fear as our driving force. you know People, or we can confuse fear for excitement. And is it fear, or is it truly excitement? And we can use that to propel us and to push us, because again, what's on that other side is just, it's unknown, but it's going to be great. It always is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Combo, yeah, it cleanses everything out of your system. It's can be challenging, but it's beautiful. It feels amazing after you go through the process. It's deep. You work with this medicine. It wipes everything out. It scans your system. It helps pull out parasites, mucus, different diseases. It injects peptides into you, and it resets everything. It
Hmm.
resets everything. It's really a rebirth, and afterwards your senses are all heightened. Your vision is better. Your energy is better. Your mind is clearer. You're in alignment. Your chakras are balanced.
Yeah, most definitely. It's been said that Kambo, it's a poison, but I don't think so, bro. It's not a poison for it's not like that. It could be like that for other creatures that are trying to eat him, But
Hmm.
for humans, it's medicine. They have discovered this, or maybe it was presented to other humans in the Amazon jungle, and according to my studies, I learned that there's something called panema. Panema is the removal of negative and dark energies of that thing that we have. Sometimes we're depressed, or we're not feeling well, we're not feeling 100%, or something is quite off, or you might think that, hey, I'm working hard and I'm trying to do this and I'm not getting the results that's going on. This medicine lifts all that. It lifts it off of you. So you speak about what people experience afterwards, and people have reported feeling amazing afterwards. There's that afterglow, that pre combo, the post combo, right? Where
Yes.
people come out with this glow. And if you remember the woman that was there, like immediately afterwards, bro, like when we looked at it, she was like glowing, bro. It was just amazing, bro.
Yes. Yes, she was. And so was the other guy. And as well we were.
Yeah,
I want to touch on the energetic part of it. I mentioned to you how in past experiences I've begun to feel the combo without, serving it, just being next to other people receiving the combo. I've gone through full combo experiences. Um, and it happened for us both, through this one.
yep,
I
it's on
was
Saturday.
yeah, I was telling you how, one of the ways that I know what the recipient needs is that I feel what they're going through within my system. So for instance, when the participant was, struggling with nausea, I was feeling nauseous, and that's what was triggering me to know she needed more water. And same thing with the other person. I was able to feel within my body what was cleansing for both of them. And I remember you also, when we were giving to the second person, you started feeling that too.
Crazy.
You got to experience that
My
as
ears
well.
were getting hot and I was getting hot too. I was like, wow, I'm experiencing some of those things that he's experiencing too, bro. It was fascinating and beautiful at the same time. I was like,
Hmm.
wow, man, I'm being healed too. I'm being
Yes.
cleansed also, because
Yes.
that's what's happening. We just
Hmm.
think on the physical plane, everything that humans see here, we think is all external and outside. There's nothing happening deeper, but there is things going on a deeper level. And I personally feel that we should pay attention to those things.
It's all on a deeper level. Everything is coming from within ourselves. Everything comes from within ourselves, and then we experience it in our outer world. I
Mm.
also think that's an attest to the connection that one has with the medicine, is that they're able to feel it even without being the one receiving it. And I want to say for you that that's also a sign that you have that ability and that gift. And this is also why you are here working with me and learning alongside me, and we're guiding other people to receive this beautiful medicine.
Mm. I love that. I love that, bro. That was beautiful. I also want to speak about the process too. The
Hmm.
process, um, it takes place between 20 and 40 minutes totally. You start to feel hot. You do experience like this slight swelling, right? Some people, we've reported like the frog throat, like your voice gets a little more heavier, like it's beautiful. So they go, that's the frog throat, and then we drink lots of water beforehand, right? Let me try to get it back into order. You should be fasting the night before, or a light dinner. Then you come here to the sanctuary, and then you drink about a liter and a half to 2 liters of water. Then we open the gates, like you mentioned before. You burn these little holes, like usually on the arm. How many dots depends on the practitioner. Wilson, according to the number 8, he was like, okay, 4 and 4, and that was beautiful. And then he opens the gates, and then after you drink the water, he opens the gates, and then he applies the medicine. That's the sequence of events. And
Yes.
then you start feeling it, right? You start getting a little hot and those type of things. And then before you know it, there's a bucket that we provide there for you, clean buckets, and we're there with you all the way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
We're guiding, yes. And, we're also, we're allowing the person, of course, to go through their process. And there's different things we may need to do to assist. So we have, different instruments. We had, the tree nuts I was playing, that helps clear energy and remove energy, and it guides the person. There's also ikaros and songs going on that we had playing in the background to guide that as well. And then we were using different things like Palo Santo to cleanse as well, cleanse the space, and as well as mapacho, which is natural tobacco from the jungles of the Amazon.
Mhm,
We use that to cleanse as well. Tobacco smoke cleanses space, and
mhm,
we can spray blow that on the person as needed.
mhm, mhm. Yes, and then there's Agua de Florida.
Yes.
We have a nice incense going, and
Mhm.
like there's many things going on.
Yes.
But
Um,
go ahead.
I want to touch on, yeah. So prior to, we also set up an altar, and there's different instruments on the altar. It obviously varies by person, by facilitator, but I'll talk about our altar. I had a number of crystals. I had like labradite, which signifies transformation. I had amethyst, which is my favorite stone, but that's throat and mind and heart. Uh, Pink quartz for the heart as well. A few others that to guide with the energy. Then I also had a feather. We had a candle for fire. You want all the elements, so I had water as well. Um, Obviously the combo there, the Agua de Florida, like you said. We had as well, I had Sananga on the altar, which is an eye medicine. And I had Hape on the altar, which is the ground tobacco that we use to blow up the nose. It goes hand in hand with combo. Sometimes if somebody's struggling to purge, we will, serve them Hape, and it will help with their purge, help them ground as well.
Mm,
Um,
mhm,
yeah, and
mhm.
then yeah, we had. I think that's about it on
I
the.
think
Oh,
that's about it.
I had
Mhm.
Mom but that's for me personally.
Bombay.
Helps me
Powerful.
focus.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the altar's set up beautifully. The
Yes.
space was set up beautifully and comfortably
Thank
for
you.
them. Um, and yeah, they
Mhm,
went through their process,
mhm,
and then afterwards we allowed them to rest.
mhm,
They
mhm.
don't need much rest. And after that they're ready.
Yes.
They were ready to go. They were cleansed and rejuvenated and
Mhm,
revitalized,
mhm.
and
I
they were
did.
feeling great.
They were feeling amazing, including us too. I did
Yes.
want to touch back on the process, right?
Hmm.
Some of the things that people do go through, right? Because
Hmm.
there was one brother who did not purge, which is not uncommon.
Hmm.
It happens too. For whatever reason, we could put many names on the blockages and letting things go, or holding on, or releasing, or
Hmm.
grasping, or stuff like that. Did you want to
So
mention something about that?
yeah,
Yeah.
so there's more than one way to purge. The common way that we're used to with combo, or that's known very much, is to throw up. But that's just one way. There's many other ways. So one can sweat, shake, laugh, cry. So he purged in his ways. He was shaking, I remember, sweating a lot. I mean, he laughed as well. So
Yeah.
there's more than one way to purge. Also, some people can purge out the other way sometimes.
Right,
Um,
right, right. If not
and
through the attic, through the basement.
yes, that's a great way to put it. That's a great way to put it. Um, and also so the purge can also continue afterwards. You may, when you get home, have to use the bathroom, and it's gonna come out. Not it's not gonna stay in the system. I
Right.
could, to touch on something else. Ayahuasca for me, the last over 10 times I've sat with that medicine, everybody's used to people purge, from the attic and then from the basement. I, for the last at least 10 times, have not purged from the basement and,
Mhm.
while on the medicine. But what happens with me is I go home, I go to sleep that night, and in the morning when I wake up, everything comes out through the basement.
Yeah.
That's been, for some reason, my process. I'm actually grateful for it because it kind of makes my experience a little easier, kind of
Yeah.
cheating, but not, no disrespect to the medicine, because as it gives it, it will give it.
It will give
So,
it. It
hmm
does what it does, right? And I did want to mention on that about the one brother there who, at some point you saw he was had this light shaking, trembling,
hmm
and he was getting like those vibration sensations throughout the
hmm
body, and that was it. That was his releasing of that energy and stuff like that. So
yes,
it's super
yes,
powerful, and I love
yes.
that everybody was with it. They were open to feeling,
hmm
and you could see like at some point there were some challenges that they were going through, feeling some things, but people always report or often report that they felt like they were being cracked wide open.
yes.
Like whatever was coming, that it was just like in that crack, it just opens them wide up. So I did want to touch on that. Sometimes people, which just recently, right? Because people are constantly watching us on the socials, and I try to be a presence on it, and people responding, "Hey, what's that about? And what's going on?" And one of the things that comes to me is they go, "Oh, that sounds crazy, man. I don't know if that's for me, bro." Right? But I want this to be a message to people for them to understand clearly that when you think about when you're feeling sick and throwing up, it's not the same with these medicines. It's not the same. Those are different. You feel like I feel like crap. I got my head pounding and I'm throwing up and I don't want to and I gotta be in bed and I can't eat and all. See, that's different. This one is like you're purposely putting yourself in this situation where you're here to cleanse purposely these things. So already you're approaching the platform differently. Then once you're going through the process, yes, there's going to be some challenges that you're going to feel, but we're here to guide you. It's unlike sick, like you just on your own, but no, it's not sick. This is healing. And once you start feeling some of those things, it's that energetic release. Once it comes up, like you just you let it go. And once you sit back and you be like, oh, immediately people be like, yo, I'm good. It's
Yes, you
crazy.
feel you actually enjoy purging. You actually enjoy it. You right so yes, it's challenging in the moment, but as it comes out, you're looking forward to, at least myself, I'm looking forward to more. You know, yeah, I feel that restriction, that restraint, that's challenging, but I'm enjoying the fact that this is coming out of me. I feel like I'm accomplishing something major because I know what this inner work is for myself. I know how much I'm digging in to all these depths of me, all these, on a physical level, on a spiritual level, on a mental level. Like, I know I'm pulling, this thing that's stuck in my stomach that I've been holding on to for 10, 20 years, that I don't even remember what I was holding on. I know this is coming out, and I know, my heart is cracking open. I know my inner child is clawing its way back, and I feel like myself again. I feel great. I feel like that little boy who Wilson, who came into this world, who only thing he wanted to do was love, express himself, and learn everything he could. That's what I get to. And
Yes. Yes.
what's better than that?
Yeah, nothing. You can't buy that in a store. There is
No.
no medicine. Dwayne Reed's and Walgreens doesn't have it. They can't
Hmm.
prescribe it to you. This
Hmm.
is jungle medicine. It's
Yeah.
natural. There's nothing
Yes.
that is to be added to it. There's
Hmm.
no extraction of it. It's natural. It just comes from the tree frog, and it comes from his excretion, and then we use it as that as a medicine. But
Yes.
I did want to touch on that about the after effects, where people, and including myself, because I've sat with this medicine before with you, brother Wilson, I've experienced that profound lightness, the mental clarity, the calmness and the focus of energy. I'm
Yes.
telling you, like after that session, if I can only express to you that part of it, bro, like
Hmm.
there I am doing the things during in this life, I don't want to say the normal life because there's nothing normal about this life, right?
Hmm.
But this life that I have and I experience, such mental clarity, bro. I'm
Hmm.
driving down the street, I see in the review mirror over here on there the lady with the groceries, the guy crossing the street, the car coming here, the light over here, the kids talk. Everything is like almost like 4D. I
Hmm.
kid you not, bro. It's like it just everything is so much clear, bro. So
Yes.
we
Yes.
we highly recommend it for people.
Yes.
And I wanted to talk about that, but go ahead. It looks like you want to say something. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and so what we did to help close out the ceremony was we pulled a tarot card each. I brought my animal spirit deck.
Yes.
Those were great. Of course, they resonated deeply. Each one of us pulled a card, myself and yourself included, and then also we had the bottom card, and that was kind of an encompassing thing for all of us. And then you were gracious enough to make soup and served us all soup so we can nourish.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, we
Vegetable broth. I just want to say
yeah,
that
yeah, it's
it's no
delicious,
meat. It's a vegetable
delicious.
broth
Yes,
that had
yes.
yuca, sweet
Mm-hmm.
potatoes, like all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
good stuff. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
to renourish, and also for myself, anytime I'm of service, it's as if I'm receiving the healing. But especially with the combo, being that I feel the energy, it's almost like I had a combo. It is like I had a combo session as well. So
Mhm.
it was great, and I'm grateful that you have opened your doors to me, and we are doing this and sharing this with the community, and I look forward to continuing to do this.
Me too. Me too. So, wow. Just earlier when you had first started mentioning about the energy, being
Mhm.
released, and I looked at the time and it was 11:11, bro. You
Mhm.
can't
And
make this stuff up, bro.
it's
I'm
it's
telling you.
it's 9:44 right now on the clock on in the.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
I know. It's crazy. So let's talk about why should I do combo? Right? Some people be like, but I don't need it. Why? I don't feel that I do. There's many benefits here, bro. Some of them that we had not mentioned before is it helps with cravings. It removes those sugar, cravings that you have. Alcohol. It's great for smoking sensation as well, So people have
Yes.
reported that.
Yeah, it helps treat addiction. It helps, like I said before, it removes parasites. It removes mucus from the body. It helps treat about it's known to treat 100 different diseases.
Mm,
It can help in the treating of cancer. It can help in the treating of um all types of different diseases. It helps
mm,
for women's fertility issues.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Obviously it
Right?
gives energy. This frog is releasing the venom, is releasing peptides to the system, which is
Mm.
helping the cells function properly.
Yeah,
you know
incredible. Is on a cellular level, it helps you
yes,
too, bro.
yes,
Restructuring DNA and like, bro,
yes.
there's so much studies out there, and that's what I usually tell people strongly. Don't believe me. Don't
Hmm.
don't, don't believe me. Don't go do your research. Go
Yes.
and look into these things. We're not making no
Hmm.
claims that this is going to heal you,
Hmm.
of sickness and major. No, we're not saying that, bro. No, no. We want to take precautions, and you should see. God creates doctors too, and there's
Hmm.
lots of great ones out there, tons of great ones, a lot of
Hmm.
nefarious ones, but there's lots of great ones too.
Yes.
But just to experience that part where we can let go of some of these things that we know that it holds us. We know that it's capturing us. We know why, because we start thinking like, man, why can't I rise up? Why can't I move to the next level? Stuff like that. And this is where these medicines come in. You know, it helps.
Yes.
And
Um,
okay.
yeah, I think we can talk about our future spent ceremonies coming up.
Yes, of course. Thank you for
Yes.
mentioning that. So, here at the Omziel Healing Sanctuary, we do a number of things. This is just one of the services that we're providing for people to help people heal on their own level. We're here to guide you. We like to say that we are ushers at the movie theater. We're just trying to help you get to your seat without knocking somebody's popcorn over. Why? Because the movie's yours. We're just here to support you. So we have a cacao ceremony coming up January 31st. Yay! So for those that know about cacao, it's a heart opener. It helps you to feel more alert. It has that innate ability to keep you alert and relax calm at the same time. So this is a deep meditation ceremony, and it's by RSVP only, just like the combo. There's a screening process, and that screening process exists for your safety. We want to know that everything is good with you, with us, that it's a great fit for you. We just don't want anyone to come. This is not a drop-in center. Omzia Healing Sanctuary is not that. We screening people. So that's for January 31st. Then we also have the men's retreat coming up. I don't like to say retreat because retreat sounds like I'm on the beach drinking coconut and they're feeding me grapes with a ostrich feather. And it's not like that. But it's not a Spartan, retreat either. We're not wrestling each other to the ground. But this is a men's training. It's taking place on February the 20, 21, and 22. Some guys are already tapping in. There's other brothers who have experienced it that they're sending over to us, bro. It's just incredible, man. I mean, some of these things. And if you're open to some of those things, please let us know. And then we have the Purple Sage that is scheduled for June 13th over there again at New Paltz, New York, which is about an hour and a half away from us. And but yeah, brother, maybe you could speak a little bit about your experience in some of these areas and stuff
Yeah, I
like
also want to add to that. We have February 28th. We're going to be having another combo ceremony at 11 a.m. at the Omziel Healing Sanctuary
that.
with myself and of course Omar.
Mhm.
So that's
February the
available.
28th. Anybody interested? Hit me
Hmm.
up and Wilson as well. You could find them
Yes.
at
Energy Orchestrator on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even
Mhm.
YouTube. I'm there.
Yep,
um,
and also here the OMZL healing.
yes,
Mhm. Go ahead,
yes,
brother.
and yeah, I'll also be hosting Combo in Brooklyn. I'm in the process of choosing a date. It'll also be February. That'll be available. You can check my Instagram. That'll be posted there. And yeah, to touch on some of the experiences I've had at your space and events that you've hosted. So I was, you know, uh, blessed to be at the Purple Sage Festival last year. It was great. The live music was phenomenal. People, got to meet a lot of great people. I loved it. Well, it, I was lucky enough to come and help you prior to, so I was there for the day before and the day after, so I got a little bit of extra special love and experience. The night of, we had that fire ceremony, which was amazing. Um, I was also, last year I was with you at one of the cacao ceremonies you held in the sanctuary, and that
Mhm.
was beautiful. I got to let my light language out, and we connected, and me and you had an amazing experience. We were holding hands, laying, we fell asleep together. Like, we had you had the ladies with the sound bowls. They played the sound bowls on the Tibetan
Mhm.
bowls on us. That was
Yep.
incredible.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's
That
beautiful,
was great.
beautiful
It's beautiful.
experiences.
It's beautiful. We've had those ceremonies in different locations, up in Windsor, New York. We've had in Brooklyn. I
Hmm.
remember one where we had by the Dumbo area. by the
Hmm.
Brooklyn Bridge and Manhattan Bridge. The guy is on the, what was he? Was he on the 13th floor? Believe it or not, bro, he was on the 13th floor. He has this whole out space balcony outside. You get to see both of the bridges, the stars out and everything. We had an amazing time, broke bread and stood over, it was great, bro. Just the space. And then we had also in Long Island City,
Hmm.
in Minnie's place. She is a phenomenal dancer, a choreographer, many things. She's an artist, a writer, and she's the one who came with the Tibetan bowls where
Yes, yes.
she placed them on your body,
Hmm.
and then she rings them and then moves them a little bit, and it moves the energy. It's a slow process, bro, but it's amazing. So we were able to do that a few times in Long Island City, in these beautiful spaces. So, and we have them here. We create an incredible environment, lots of pillows. It's like super loungy and cushioned floor. And we have two restrooms. And then we have hydrating fruit during the night. And then people who stay over, we have breakfast in the morning. And I always get that people are like, "Oh my god, like bro, you give all this, so it's so much." And I'm like, "Nah, it's not much. It's the right amount. It's what energy, spirit, God, whatever, Jesus, whatever name you want to put, is telling me directly to do these things and to serve humans. So
Yes.
it's my honor.
We are grateful, truly.
We are. So we're coming up on the time. Thank you so much, Brother Wilson, for coming through and serving this powerful medicine. I appreciate you, brother. No. So thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank
Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, you're coming in choppy. You still there? All right.
Yes, I'm
Thank you.
here. Thank you.
All right. So here we go. Peace and love, family. Thank you for tapping in.